Went to a pitching conference in Nashville, Tennessee called Pitchapalooza, and it's just long, heady conversations and presenters and just being talked at for an entire 3 days worth. And then at the very end of a gentleman's presentation by the name of Fred Corral, he'd put up one slide that said, there's a Bible study I'm on, if anyone's interested, call. So I kind of took note and thought, something's calling me to want to get involved. And then a little later on in that day, they showed a gentleman that's now passed. His name's Coach Robichaux. He was at the Louisiana Lafayette for a long time, and he has a very famous YouTube video where he talks about being a kingdom coach and what the platform of coaching can do, to young men's lives. And I was in tears, and kid you not, I felt just kind of ridiculous, but just in tears at this pitching conference, and it just hit me right then and there, and jumped on the call 45 minutes late the next first Monday because the time changed. I was out in California at that point, and we were told 9. I think it was actually 8. I was on at 7 or something. So it's just a mess, but was on there and have tried to be on every day since. And that's how I got involved. Truly, I felt like I was going through the motions. And I went to a Catholic high school. I'd been baptized. I'd been through, confirmation and First Communion and all that. But it was just a checking off the boxes, if you will, and never had a true relationship. It was always religion over relationship for me. And I just got far away from it and didn't think twice about it. And then obviously my wife and having our first child, Ainsley, who was born in April of 21, knowing that she was coming up, I wanted to kind of lead a Christ-centered life and have faith really at the kind of foundation of our home and being a dad. And that was hugely important to me. And I just knew that I wasn't doing what was necessary or didn't have that relationship that so many guys, even on the call, that I can just see have. And I knew I needed help, and I wasn't going to be able to do it on my own. So emailed Mike one night, and I think we were on a Zoom call November 18th, 2020, that night that we spoke. Halfway through the call, I just kind of lost it all in a really good way, but I was obviously very emotional, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, kind of asking Christ into my life that night, but it just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks in the middle of it, and obviously it was very emotional from there. And as Jen will tell you, it was emotional probably for the rest of the night in a good way. But I knew that it was what I was supposed to do, and